Okay, now we're getting ready to just put this thing together. We'll have to do this twice. So the first time we're putting it together is just to make sure all the pieces fit, to get all the pilot holes drilled. So when we actually get to the point where we've glued everything down, and after we've stained, we're gonna stain all of this. It's in an ebony stain. I think it's a Minwax something. Anyway, so it'll kind of match the black finish on the IKEA doors, and that way when we go to glue it all in, we won't have any problems putting it together. So the main thing we're going to try to do here is to assemble this and get it so it'll go together quickly when we've got a bunch of glue involved. So what I'm doing here is I'm just going to clamp one of these pieces over here and use it as a stop, so the front of the sides is flush with the bottom piece. So this is the bottom piece that we're doing. So you can see here, I'm a big Craig tool fan. So these are pocket screw holes. These will provide a little extra strength. I tend to over-engineer things. So we'll also be using some longer, I think some 2-inch or 2.5-inch drywall screws or deck screws. That'll go through the sides, the panels, and into this bottom piece as well as the top when we get there. You can see the spacing here, 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 here. And that is for the glass panel sides. And then these, I guess these 5 holes. And then these 2 holes over here are for the side extensions, which are required so I can fit the bed camera inside this enclosure. All right. So I'm using the bottom piece right here. The top piece is underneath it. I'm using that to make sure that these are flush. So we just want to get them set like that. And that looks great. So that'll work. Now what we're gonna do, by the way, this glass, it's tempered. It's very strong this way. It is not strong. If you twist this in any way or put any kind of, twisting motion on this glass, it will shatter into lots of little pieces and you'll be very upset. So don't do that. Let's go ahead and mark this up with a square. I'm gonna go ahead and plot our holes. Basically want to make sure that we're about 3/8 of an inch up from the bottom. So we get right into the center of that 3/4 inch thick bottom. This way here. Okay. 3/8. Really hard to see this. Just using an automatic centering punch. And let's go. Nice. That could have broken the glass. Alright, now we'll go ahead and countersink these. So what I'm doing right now is just drilling the pilot holes all the way through into the plywood. It helps to avoid splitting, and this is completely stupid, so let me be a little bit smarter, grab another clamp. Just want to make sure that edge is flush with the front. Just remember to keep the drill as level as you can. Alright, so just standard drywall screws. I actually chose these because they're black oxide and they really match the color well. Now I'm using an impact driver here, which isn't really a smart thing to do because you could over torque it really easy. So I'm just snugging it up. don't need this anymore. And this last hole was covered up by the clamp, so we'll just do that real quick. Okay, so we got one of our sides on. This is where you want to be real careful moving this around, because any kind of torque on this, you risk shattering the glass, which I really don't want to wait for IKEA to send me another one. So what you can see is the screws here, they've been, flushed in. We'll take it all apart again and like I said, reassemble it with glue. Right now we're just wanting to make sure all the pieces fit. And before I forget, there were 2 additional pieces that had to be cut, and these are the hinge mounting plates. So this is the front. So these actually go on the inside here, because those hinges are enormous, and the screw pattern to mount them would require putting a screw here, which obviously that's glass, that's not going to work out very well. So let's get the other side in. Three-eighths from the bottom. Okay, so actually want to do the holes on the other side for the top as well.